What's up guys, it's Rota here and welcome back to yet another amazing video on the channel. So for today I got you a final updated version of Invoked.deck. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more, but I thought what the hell, I'll do the changes I said in the video, give you one final deck list of what I believe to be my strongest ever version of Invoked, and basically leave it at that and go from there. I think Invoked is in an interesting place this meta. It's a lot of Tillamini Shizus. The deck does relatively well against that. It struggles a little bit against Floowandereeze. I think it's going to struggle a lot into Kashtira as well. I don't know if it's time to pick up your Invoke deck again, but the day will come, guys. The day will come and we will be ready. So we're going to get into this deck profile. I thank you all for watching. We are basically at 1,000 subscribers at the making of this video. I need one more subscriber, guys. If one of you guys subscribe, we hit my goal for this entire channel. I never thought I'd be saying this. We'll actually be hitting 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And I want to thank every single one of you for the support. I will be doing a thank you video as soon as we hit that. So make sure we do. You should be seeing this on the Monday. So I feel maybe the thank you video will be on the Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'll be explaining a lot of stuff in there and basically just thanking you guys some more, and it'll be, you know, room for the giveaway and all that stuff. So without any further ado, I've rambled on enough. Let's get you to this deck profile. 40 cards, of course, and we are starting off with I'm just joking, we're starting with 3 Alistairs, guys. He is the Invoker, guys. That's all I can say. He is the Invoker. He needs to be invoking. If you are invoking, you're winning the game, guys. I'm still convinced he's one of, if not the best normal summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just a negate with recursion back in your hand is absolutely insane from a normal summon. No restrictions, goes with any engine you want, guys, as long as it doesn't take a normal summon and you're just chilling. We got 3 of the Magical Meltdown. Now, I think this is actually the best invoked card. Apart from Alistair, of course, the fact that your opponent can't respond to your fusion summons is absolutely ridiculous, guys. I don't think you guys know how crazy that is until you play this deck. Once you play Invoked, guys, you will realize how good Magical Meltdown is. We're playing, of course, 1 Terraforming because we want to search our Magical Meltdown. And we are playing 1 Invocation. I was tired, guys. I'm tired, guys, of drawing 2. We're playing 1. There's no DD Crows this format. It's all Bystials. Don't even at me saying that there's Crows. And, oh, they might bell you. If they bell you, you can do it again during your next turn. Because, you know, it's a once per turn, but it's not like when it's sent to the graveyard or anything. It's just once during every turn. If they waste the bell on this, you're laughing. Because, you know, that means your Bystials can be free, your Lubellions can be free and all that. So, yeah, if they bell it, it's absolutely fine. If they are playing Crow, I guess they're just better than you, and they banish your Invocation. But you got so many engines in this deck, it doesn't really matter. And plus, the chances of them playing DD Crow right now, guys, I'm pretty sure it's like 0. The Bystials are just better, and that's what people are playing. So this is our Invoked package. I believe it is 8 cards. So then that's all you need, guys. 8 cards, and it's a really consistent engine, guys. It's been around for years. Bystial time. We got 2 Bystial Lubellion. People say you don't need this card. I think that they are wrong. They should play Invoked first and then tell me. The reason you play this card is not because he gets to your other Bystials. That's obviously really good. It's the fact that he's a light monster that you can discard to the graveyard to get basically a +1. And then you can banish him from the graveyard. And he's a light from Mikaba, guys. That is really, really important. And if you already have a light, if you link into Artemis or whatever, he can tribute any of your dragons that you fusion summon, you know, place himself on the board, and that will give you can make, for example, with Branded Fusion, your Ash Dragon, send him to the graveyard, tribute Ash Dragon, and then Ash Dragon at the end phase, summon you Ecclesia, and Ecclesia will get you Fleur de Lis. So very, very versatile card. You need him. I don't care what anyone says. For the other Bystials, triple Magnamoots. Sorry about the glare, can't see it there. Triple Magnamoots. What can I say about Magnamoots? He is expensive for a reason, guys. You need 3. He searches other Bystials. He's a better DD Crow. Hits lights or darks, but anything relevant right now is only light or dark, apart from like Flu or whatever. So 2 Jerusalem. I bumped it up, I think, from the last video. And the 1 Sarnia. I cut my DD Crows to up the Bystial ratio as I said I was, and I cut 2 Invocation down to 1. The Bystials are just insane, guys. Would I play 3 Jerusalem over 1 Sarnia? It's personal preference, I guess. I'd rather be seeing 2 names instead of, you know, the better name twice in a way. So that is what I'm doing. We have now another broken engine, Branded Fusion, with the one Albaz. Albaz is of course a brick, you just need him for the name. He's actually alright under Meltdown in a way. If you have him Meltdown, you can normal summon him, and then Fusion and your opponent can't respond. And then we have, of course, the Branded Fusion, which is arguably the best fusion spell card in the game. It just uses the materials straight from the deck. The only restriction is you're locked into fusion summoning. Oh no! Anyways, we are a fusion summoning deck, so we really do not care. So, yeah, Branded Fusion, absolutely ridiculous. You want to see this in your hand every single time. You never want to see him, but he'll be in your time more often than the Branded Fusion. For another engine, we got the Dogmatika engine, 1 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur, and triple Nadir Servant. That is pretty much all you need. Don't play Maximus, guys. That card is garbage in this format. You use Maximus and you literally just want to lose because your opponent is going to be getting more advantage than you by sending stuff to the graveyard. So don't play Maximus for now. I'm sure one day, maybe one day you'll be able to play him again, but trust me, just play the 1 Ecclesia, the 1 Fleur. This guy's back from the graveyard. As long as you don't open both with the 1 Nadir, you're chilling, my guy, you're chilling. And I think that the Dogmatika package is insane, guys. The 1 Nadir Servant gets you an Ecclesia. It's an engage, essentially. You grab Ecclesia, you draw a card, then the Ecclesia can grab you Fleur, and then Fleur's the negate. It's ridiculous, guys. Yeah, these ratios I think are really, really good. Hand trap time. Let's get it out of the way. Of course, Ash is in every hand, every deck since it came out. Maximum Crisis. It's just good. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I mean, it's good if you hit the Branded Fusion. That's probably like one of your best targets. Against Telements, it's okay. It really depends on their hand and what you're hitting. I mean, hitting like a field spell never feels that good. Hitting a Rhino Heart is okay. I mean, it's not great, to be honest with you. Hit Kit Kalos, you'd rather impum it because it has a second effect. It's just good, and it can hit Flu because they use a lot of pot cards and all that. So that's why we're playing 3. Triple Bell. It's good, as I said. It stops the Ishizus, which is the advantage over Crow. It can stop Nadir's Servants. It stops other Bystials, which is like a good, application for it. It just has random, effects that it's good at doing. And it can stop like a Totally Awesome as well, because it would set, it would move a card from the graveyard and all that stuff. So it would special summon a monster card from the graveyard by setting it face down and all that stuff after it destroys. So you can hit Toads and things like that, which is a ruling I didn't really know until recent, so that's really nice. And of course, triple Impum. I still think Impum is better than the other two. Hitting Kit Kalos with this is just absolutely amazing, because not only do you stop the search, you stop the second effect. Impum is the best one to draw as well as a 6th card, because you can just use it instantly before you commit anything. Yeah, Impum is great, guys. So, but you knew that already. That's why you're here, because you are smart people. Moving on to the spells. Dribble Prosp. What a surprise. Shocker. But we need consistency, even though this deck is very consistent. I was playing 2. I have 3 now. Got my wallet out, got the 3rd one, and yeah, I'm not going to be taking it out. The consistency this card provides is really nice. Banishing 6 sometimes feels kind of rough, because usually you usually actually get quite a bit. You only summon like 3 or 4 guys, but you actually use all of it all the time, because you're sending it off to the graveyard of your Nadir's Servant and stuff like that. But yeah, Prosp is just great, guys. Just remember, if you Prosp, you can't get the Garura draw. I see a lot of people do that. But apart from that, this card is really, really free. For the spicy tech, I'm actually going to save it till the end. We've got the 1 call by. Yeah, everyone knows call by is great. They hand trap you, you call by them, and you just extend the handshake and you go next game. Really, really good. And now for the spicy tech, this was Forbidden Chalice. It is now double Crossout Designator. Why are we playing Crossout Designator, you say? I hear you from the comments already. Well, because Crossout Designator is really, really versatile in this deck. Why? You hit Call By, you hit Prosp, you hit Impum, you hit Ghost Bell, you hit Ash. What else you hit? You hit the Nadir package, you hit the Branded Fusion package. You hit any Bystial, as I said before. You can even hit your own. If you're playing Invoked, you can hit that as well. It's just ridiculous, guys. The versatility this card provides in this deck is really, really good. You go against the Despia matchup, they activate Branded Fusion, Crossout Designator, Branded Fusion. What are they going to do from there? You go against Flu, they activate Pot. They banish 6, you Crossout Designator it. They try and interact with you via Ash, any Bystial, Bell, or Imperm. You have Crossout Designator. It's just a really versatile card, and I thought that maybe this over the Forbidden Chalice is better. It's been going pretty good in testing. This is the flex spots of the deck. If you don't like Crossout Designator, guys, just change them. You can just play anything else. Any other powerful spell. You can play Tactics. You can play the new Tactics that's coming out. You can play anything in these two spots. So yeah, these are just the flex spots. I think they're working great so far, so I've kept them in. That's it for the main deck. Let's now move on to the extra deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Surprise, we have 15 cards. Who would have guessed? First, we got Dark. The Dark Charmer Gloomy. I'll tell you what, this guy's anything but gloomy. You bring him out and you got the most smug face on. You will have the most smug face on. Especially if you make him with, like, for example, a Druid Swarm and like an Alistair or something. You take their Magnum move and you get to search for another Bystial during your end phase. That is just absolute perfection. This guy is just a staple, I'm convinced, in this format. Take any Dark that you want, and yeah, and then do whatever you want with it. This guy just doesn't care, man. Trust me, this guy isn't gloomy. One Artemis, sort of mentioned it before. It's better than the Almirage into the Secure Gardener combo. Why? Saves you one extra deck space. It does. You just link Alistair off. It's a light. That's all you need it for. Invoked stuff. 2 Macabre. Standard, I think, at this point. I say standard. Most people play 1. I think those people are wrong. Why? Because when they out 1 Macabre, you have the material for the second one, because he himself is a light. So I think, like, why not play 2? We've got the one Agoides. This guy is like a win button sometimes. This guy, I think, is actually better than Macabre. I'm not even joking. You make him, he pops. If your opponent special summons anything, he pops. And then he can banish something from the graveyard and gain its attack. So it's sort of like a mini access code whenever you need it to be. Isn't that cool? And then, to beat the flus, we have Kaliga. This man just says no to flu. They can only activate... They can attempt to activate 1 effect, and then it's negated, and then they can't activate any more, and they can only attack with 1 monster per battle phase. So they normal summon Robina, activate effect? No, that's it. No more normal summons. Chain's broken, and you can just link it off during your next turn and kill them. Isn't that great? So Kaliga, unless they open the Dark Ruler no more, you pretty much win the game. And if they imperm you, you have Crossout. That could be a shout, actually, siding in the Dark Ruler no mores for the flu matchup. So when they try and Dark Ruler no more you can Crossout Designator it. That's just something I thought of now. But yeah, this is the Invoked package. I wouldn't change it. Really, really happy. If you find space, maybe play Purgatrio, maybe play Raijin. But yeah, this is like the standard one that I'm playing. Mirror Jade, Dragon Time. We got Mirror Jade, we got the Lubellion, Albalanitis, Titaniclad. These are the 4 that you need, and they are, yeah, they're insane. Lubellion gets you into the Mirror Jade, or, because I learned how to read, it can actually fusion summon you into any fusion monster that's level 8 or lower. I didn't know that until very recent. I've been playing this deck for like a year or 2, and I didn't know that Lubellion did that. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh player learned how to read, and I've become OP now. But usually you're going to be making your Mirror Jade. This guy sends for cost, guys. Sends for cost. And non-target banishes, which I feel like isn't even the reason why I use it anymore. I just use it because it sends for cost, and you can send like your Titaniclad or your Albalanitis, search as you random fusion, Dogmatika engine started. Isn't that great? This card's just brilliant. I wouldn't play 2 because there's not a lot of space in the extra deck really, and I have it built in a way that I'll explain now as to why I'm playing these cards. But yeah, 1 of each is more than enough, and I really, really like this engine, to be honest with you. Rando fusions, we got the Garura, because he draws you a card. You can make him off your Lubellion. He does 3k damage, so he's also a really good win button sometimes. Mud Dragon, we play Super Poly in the side deck, and we play Ultimate Slayer in the side deck. So, I don't know, I said Ultimate Slayer, but Super Poly, 2 monsters, the same attribute with different types, 2 monsters, same type and attribute but different names. And with this, you pretty much hit any deck in the game, which is why it's really, really good. And if you have it on the field, call Dark for the love of God before you normal summon Alistair. So it makes your Alistair, you know, untargetable. Because I've done that effect. I've done that mistake where I normal summon Alistair, they imperm, and I realized if I call Dark right before I normal summoned Alistair, I was so excited to normal summon the boy that I misplayed. So make sure you make him Dark, and then you normal summon your Alistair. We got the one Entis. Yeah, nothing much to be said here. Hits the graveyard in any shape or way, and you pop a card. It's really nice. That's it for the fusions. 2 more spicy guys. 1 Wallow. I did say we're playing Ultimate Slayer. Now we can hit Toads, put them back into the extra deck, not have to worry about that prick anymore. And you can make him obviously with the 2 Bystials, and he's just another negation. Really good. He's not a negation, but against elements he's essentially that, because he moves the card out the graveyard. And we have the 1 Psyframe Lord Omega. Again, we play Ganon in the side deck, so you can Omega punish them if you Gamma them during your turn when they try and hit a Meltdown or a Branded Fusion. And then you can send him to the graveyard, hit the Barones. The Barones are still around. That card needs a reprint really badly. And when it does, it's going to become more accessible, and you're going to be grateful that you are playing the Omega. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry, it's a bit longer than usual. I feel a bit more talkative today. Feeling generous. Thought I'd, explain a bit more the cards I'm playing and why. But make sure you do hit that subscribe button, guys. I am painfully close to that 1K. We're 1 subscriber off, guys. Do it. Make my day. It'll be great. And then I'll make another video where I get to give stuff away to you guys for free. So make sure you're here for that. Make sure you check our shorts section. That is currently banging at the moment. We're getting so many views over there. Make sure you check out our daily polls. Although I'm saying daily, but I'm sort of lying. They're sort of like every 3 days. I apologize. University is, in full effect. But apart from that, I'm Rogue to here. Stay with me. Make sure you're here for that 1K, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's time! Let's go!